Hello, Al pals. This is Big Al. Welcome to Big Al Presents a little bit more Christmas cheer with the holiday films I've been enjoying this year. That's right, this is the third installment of me rambling on about the Hallmark and Netflix films that I've been enjoying this year. Hallmark films are new for this year. The Netflix films I'm going to talk about in a little bit, not as new, but they were new to me. Had a chance to finally watch some of them for the first time. As many of you know who watch Hallmark, they have been expanding what they consider a holiday film, and in doing so, the last couple of years, they have been bringing us at least one movie dealing with Hanukkah. And this year, they brought us a film called Eight Gifts of Hanukkah, which stars a lovely optometrist who starts to receive surprise gifts from a secret admirer who loves her. And she knows from the gifts that this person knows her, and she, of course, finds herself falling in love with whoever it may be. But the problem is, she doesn't know who it is, and there are several people that it could be. But I have a funny feeling she will find out by the end who has been giving her these gifts, and that the eighth night of Hanukkah will be a very special one for her. A Very Merry Bridesmaid, which stars Emily Osment, an actress I've really started to like. I first really remember knowing who she was from the sitcom Mom, but here she is a very merry bridesmaid. She is a bridesmaid for her brother's wedding and is kind of happy that everyone is forgetting that her birthday is at Christmas time, and even happier that they're going to forget because she's turning 30. However, she has a close male friend who will not let her forget that it is also the birthday season for her and is determined to make it very special for her, which of course just may bring them closer. A Dickens of a holiday. What happens when the man who usually plays Scrooge isn't able to do your town's production of A Christmas Carol? Well, someone from your past who is now a major actor comes back into the picture to play Scrooge. That's exactly what happens here. It's a cute film, not one of the better ones for the year, but if you enjoy Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, it does have some great little Easter eggs, and they're always bringing up what Scrooge is going through. So it's cute. A Royal Queen's Christmas. This is the kind of movie Hallmark that I just love when Hallmark does. The everyday normal girl meets the prince who she doesn't know is a prince, and he doesn't tell her right away, but of course they finally find out. But will they get together at the end? Of course, I have a feeling that these two crazy kids from different sides of the world will somehow try to make it work by the end of the film. Starring Megan Park, who is one of uh, one of the actresses I really like when she does a film. I wish she would do more films actually for Hallmark. I really like the stuff she's done in the past. But yes, our Royal Queen's Christmas, which is not which is a play on words because the film is takes place in Queens, New York. So hence the title. Now for the Netflix films I've been enjoying. The first one Operation Christmas Drop, which I think came out last year, and just happened to come across it in the queue as I was looking for something to watch. And I thought, hey, it's that guy from the Vikings who played Bjorn Ironside. And I thought, oh, I got to watch this. But I really enjoyed it, kind of based on a real life activity that there's Air Force supply drops that take place around the Christmas time in the South Pacific, which really helps out a lot of the poorer islanders. This one, of course, is about a Washington senator's assistant who is sent out to see if they should shut the base down. Funny feeling that they're not going to do that at the end, but it's a really good, solid film. Really enjoyed this one and do suggest it. Holiday in the Wild. Rob Lowe and Kristen Davis. I just watched this one this evening as I am recording this, actually. A woman who finds out 2 days before she goes on a safari with her husband that her husband wants to leave her. She decides to go anyway, and while she's there, becomes involved in helping elephants in a uh, orphan center that helps orphaned elephants that have lost their parents because of ivory hunters. And she really falls in love with the place, especially the little baby elephant that she came across that sparked her love of the activity. And Rob Lowe plays the debonair, handsome uh, pilot who was showing her around, and he also works for the place, which is how she find out about it. And there's a nice little romance, of course, that blossoms. Not as heavy duty a Christmas film. A good part of it takes place at Christmas, uh, which is why they call it Holiday in the Wild. Uh, really a good film. Beautiful scenery in this film. And if you love elephants or any kind of animal, this is a beautiful film to watch. Christmas Inheritance, the kind of film that you would see on Hallmark, but this one is on Netflix about a spoiled rich daughter who is sent to a small town by her father to deliver the Christmas letter to the man who helped him start the company. And while she is there, kind of learns what Christmas is all about and what Christmas really means to small town people, and not and kind of has to get over her spoiled rich girl uh, activities. Uh, really a really a nice film. Like I said, very much in the Hallmark vein. It took me a few minutes to realize who the lead actor in this was, and he's the guy who played Plop on The Office in the last season. I was like, where have I seen this guy before? And then it finally hit who he was. And finally, the film that came out a while back, and I never got a chance to see it. I saw the first one and really enjoyed it, and wanted to watch this one. Finally got around to seeing it. The Christmas Chronicles 2, starring Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn as Santa and Mrs. Claus. And I have to say, Kurt Russell has, in a very short time, become one of my favorite Santas. I just think he plays this part so well, and Goldie Hawn, the perfect Mrs. Claus for his Santa. Another adventure with one of the kids from the first film and her new friend, and a little uh, extra drama involving Belschnickel, who was an elf who got transformed into a human because he became very elfish, too elfish, or was like selfish. He was a selfish elf or something like that. So he transformed into a human, and he's battling Santa in this, and the kids, of course, have to help him and Mrs. Claus save the day. Well, folks, that is the latest on my Christmas viewing, or at least the stuff I really wanted to share. I've seen the odd one or two things here and there that didn't really need to bring up, and there are a few that have come out that I have not seen fully and can't really suggest it unless I see the whole thing. But I do hope you at least enjoyed this update on the Christmas film season. Of course, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, Big Al Presents, I hope you do so. More reviews, rewatches, and rambles coming in the weeks and months to come. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with those who might be interested in finding out about these Christmas movies. I'm not sure if I'm going to do another one. I may do one more of these before the season is over. And until then, I hope you're enjoying everything that you are watching, be it a Christmas movie or not. I hope everyone is having a wonderful holiday season. And I just hope everyone takes care and stays merry. Bye-bye.